What is up, everybody? I'm NoLucksGiven here with your afternoon snap, and as you can see, I made it to rank 97 last season, just short of hitting Infinite. And this is the first time that I have not hit Infinite since the release of Marvel Snap 3 years ago, which is pretty crazy, and definitely something that I think I need to talk about. So I did a stream on Monday, yesterday, depending on when you are watching this, where I tried at the very last second to complete the Grand Arena. And started that stream a little bit late. I didn't realize that with daylight savings time, I would have an hour less, and so I wasn't able to complete it in time. And I actually did complete it. I was one win away from getting to 3,000 glory. I had already gotten the card, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but I was only one win away from grabbing the bonus 500 glory at the end of the track and completing that. Just with the holiday weekend and some other things going on, went to the wayside a little bit. And I also mentioned during that stream that I needed to play some Conquest yet for the season, and I needed still to try to get Infinite for the season. It was a lot to do all in one day. I played a bunch of Conquest last night, and I unlocked enough, or I won enough that I earned enough Conquest medals, or whatever those are called, to purchase 9 things in the Conquest store, which then gives you the variant, and that's being complete in Conquest. Except, despite earning enough medals in Conquest, I forgot to spend them, so I did not get the Conquest variant of Bishop for the season. I already have a fine Bishop variant. It's not the worst thing in the world, but 0 for 3 on the season because I also did not hit Infinite. I was very, very close to hitting Infinite. As you can see, I lost an 8-cuber game off differential. One of the locations was tied. I won one location, lost a location, and that was just too much at the very end because I was racing up against the clock and didn't really take it seriously enough, kind of because there was also so much stuff to do. Now, part of that is me biting off, more than I can chew potentially. Otherwise, I put a bunch of time into the Grand Arena, fruitlessly. Put a bunch of time into Conquest and Sanctum Showdown, and I'm doing the Snapprentice this season, which I'm putting a lot of time and effort into, and I'm playing other games, Demon Bluff and Once Upon a Galaxy. Both released new content this month during the Marvel Snap season. So yeah, some of that is on me. But also, why I'm starting this video like this, because I do a video at the start of every season, and they don't typically start like this. Normally, I've done all of these things every season for the past 3 years. This season, again, I'm being taxed in other ways, and I'm playing other types of Marvel Snap. But I'm feeling a little tapped out right now. I'm feeling a little bit drained of the ability to play as much Marvel Snap as I want to. Now, part of that was deliberate. Part of that was me not wanting to play that much Marvel Snap to kind of conserve my Marvel Snap battery, so that way this week I could really put a lot of time and effort into preparing for the Golden Gauntlet tournament, the World Championship. But still, I don't know. When you have a player like me who's been so invested for all of these years, I'm like, okay, then what hope does anyone else have? And I really feel right now Marvel Snap is biting itself in the foot for trying to tax players as heavily as they can. And part of that is by design. You're supposed to just say, oh, well, it's so easy to just pay the gold and skip through these events. But then what are you doing? If you're paying the gold to skip through the events, skip through playing the game, what is the purpose of that? Would you pay 100 gold to hit Infinite for the season? Sure, that would save you a lot of time and effort. You'd make half that gold back, right? You get 50 gold on the rewards track here. Here's my 2,000 medals and 2 gold tickets, just so you can see I was not lying, just getting converted into 182 Luna Snow boosters. Great. Thank you. Thank you, Marvel Snap. Doesn't feel great. Okay, now we do get to convert our song potentially into the Spider-Punk song. I might have to reload. And let's get jamming out. I didn't really love the creepy song. I mean, it was fine. There's been better ones and there's been worse ones, but I have to imagine a season all about music, they're going to go all out for this one here with Spider-Punk. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, baby. Just when I thought I was out, they pull me right back in. I'm ready to play some Marvel Snap. Yeah. No, I'm a little disillusioned, the spell is broken. And I do actually think this is something that I advocated for fairly heavily in Pokemon Go, which was a super taxing thing by the event. And if there's a better term psychologically than taxing, let me know. But I was an avid Pokemon Go enjoyer, as many longtime fans of the channel know. And Pokemon Go, after COVID, they didn't create COVID, I get it, but it very much became, okay, this is not Pokemon Go, this is Pokemon Wait. And I called it that because every week there would be a new event to wait for that you had to play. Rather than going out and exploring, if you just waited, you could open up your phone at your house and every single Pokemon would come to you based off whatever the event was. For anyone that hasn't played Pokemon Go in like the past 5 years, it's much, much less now about exploration, and it's more just about making sure you open up your phone every 3 hours and play the game. And Marvel Snap could be getting there if they continue to tax players in terms of making sure, you get your 8 hours every, check the shop every 8 hours. There's all of these things that you have to make sure you're doing with upkeep that aren't the reason that you're playing the game. These are hooks designed to get into your brain, to make you salivate and crave the dopamine hits and want to continue to open up the app again. And I have to talk about it as Marvel Snap continues to push in that direction. I've been pretty silent. I'm actually kind of like pro Kid Omega in a way, and pro some of the things that they're doing. But overall, there is a trend of just more in Marvel Snap, and I don't know. It's definitely something that I want to be vocal against because it's psychologically manipulative. There's no other way to put it. But I do enjoy Marvel Snap. Part of the reason that I played Grand Arena, Grand Arena just felt okay this time. Kind of felt like a little bit of a grind. It felt like a grind last time, actually, too. Grand Arena, they just make you play so many damn games. But I do really like Sanctum Showdown. I do really like Marvel Snap proper. I like the game. That's why I'm here, but I'm here to play the game. And what I was going to bring up got a little bit distracted from the topic. I'm just going off the top of my head here, really. But if you can miss so I already claimed it actually on my phone. I'm that, they already got me, right? But if you can stomach not opening up your app every 8 hours for, what is 25 credits worth? It would be 1/6 of $5 or less than that. So it's called 50 cents. Like, what, open up your game, hit a button, get 50 cents. Sure, Like, there's no reason not to do it, but the main reason not to do it is to just free yourself of the obligation that you have to do it. And same thing with the missions and all of that stuff. And I'm gonna be a hypocrite. I'm gonna keep up with it because I do enjoy playing the game, and you kind of have to navigate through these systems in order to enjoy as much of the game as you can. But it's annoying. Really, yeah, no other way to put it. And I guess while I'm here, okay, yeah, I can buy a random... I decided to buy the Agatha emotes and all of the credits. And I guess I'll just buy, like, the Zombie Sentry avatar or the Leader avatar. But I'm not going to worry about any of the other things here, I don't think. And honestly, I don't really... Oh, you know what? I think I decided I'm not even going to buy any of the avatars, and I'll just have this convert to boosters or whatever it wants to do in a moment. So now we're going to get to the main part of my video that I do every season, which is open up some collector's reserves, get some dopamine hits, take a look at all of the variants that I unlocked in the last season, and that's really it. But I'm off my soapbox. I wanted to do a little bit of a rant to start off this video, and we'll see what happens this season, how I feel about it. Golden Gauntlet is either going to make me feel pretty good about my ability to play Marvel Snap or pretty bad about it. So we've got that coming up this weekend, and I am also in the Snap Wars League still, but I have not played a single game yet this season. I'm going to try to play as many as I can this week with my fellow competitors as a way to sort of ramp up into the competitive angle of Marvel Snap. So that's the idea that I had. I haven't really been focusing on competitive Marvel Snap, but now potentially I will. Electra to level 10. Ooh, gives me another Dan Hip. Another hip of dopamine. I get the Dan Hip Squirrel Girl with that one. We'll take it. Squirrel Girl was a card that early on I did upgrade a whole bunch, actually. So that's cool. And then one other thing I was getting to is... in the last one of these videos that I did at the start of last season, I started off by unlocking 6 gold tickets, and they're putting like less and less rewards in conquest mode. We can see like if it looks similar to last season. That's part of the reason I didn't even wind up caring about this, because like all of the rewards here seemed bad. This is another 4-week season, so we'll get this, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and then we'll have to get some other things. So it's the exact same as last season in that shop. And I think that means like I really only need like 4 gold tickets. Ooh, Dino Swarm. I like any Dino, what do you call it? Variant. So I like the Dino Swarm. I do think I have a good Swarm, to be honest. But I'm thinking about only opening up reserves until I have 4 tickets. And then, like, I don't know, if I need some more, we could. But I don't really imagine I'm going to need more than that. The other issue with only opening up until you have 4 tickets, that was a new Silver Surfer, right? Is, ooh, baby Shang-Chi. I'll have to check my Shang-Chis. Baby Shang-Chi might be my best Shang-Chi now. Oh, wow. And it's a baby variant. Cool. Next up is Baby Kang, which is actually good now. And we've got the nonplussed Iron Man. I think that's what nonplussed means. Might mean the opposite of that. Bedtime in 10. Yeah, I just don't imagine needing too many gold tickets. That's what I was going to say. I'm not sure how many collector's reserves you earn in a season, and I do need to open up more than I'm earning each season, in theory, because I don't want to just like have an infinite number of collector's reserves. So I'll open up until I get one more gold ticket. I believe that was 4, but 3 of those came like back to back to back. Dan Hip Venom was just playing with that earlier because of Arishem, and actually kind of failed to notice that is also an album variant. Is there just a Venom album? Is that what it is? And you get the Eddie emotes or something? Korg, Chibi Korg. We're getting a bunch of variants though. And with that, we now have Raise for Korg. So that's a nice little raise there. Immune to your charms. And I imagine we're coming up on a gold ticket pretty soon here. I think because we hit 2 gold tickets in a row, it's actually going to space it out a little bit before we find the next one. And Patriot, I was actually looking at something totally different, but this is a fine Patriot. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at all of these cards and see what is the best of each of them. Oh, this is what I was looking at. Okay, so next 3,081 if we go up to the top, but my collection level is 31,369. Did I just open up a gold ticket and completely blank out because I was thinking about 69. Let's see. Conquest mode. Oh, I only have 3. Oh, no. I wanted to open up till I have 5. Okay, so, yeah, maybe a little bit out of it right now. And I kind of feel like, yeah, that's just like my position on Marvel Snap in general. Just a little out of it. I don't really have a good pulse on the metagame. I don't really have a good pulse on what's going on in the events and stuff. So, yeah, and part of that, I believe I said this at the start of the video. Yeah, I'm sure I did. Part of that is that I've also been enjoying playing other games right now too, which is good and healthy, and I do want to be sort of a variety channel. Another cool Scream variant. We got a cool Scream variant, I think 2 months ago. Mastery. I really did not play it ever. But I do think Scream could be good right now because people are going to be spider-punking it, and I want to be playing like a way to beat that. I was just claiming the season pass, which I should have now if I check it out. Cool. Okay, so I've got access to Spider-Punk. Because there's going to be a lot of people playing Spider-Punk, I might want to... Oh, I also got some Alliance Awards here, too. I might want to play Scream. That's what I was getting at. And then I thought, well, yeah, let me claim the Season Pass right now. Both cool variants there, to be honest. So part of why I wanted to just claim the Season Pass real quick is just as a reminder that I'm giving away Season Passes. I've already given away one of them to a commenter from last month, and if you want to be eligible to win the Spider-Punk Season Pass, and you'll also get this Black Cat web shop bundle with that, all you have to do is comment on any of my Marvel Snap videos, starting with this one and going forward, comment the word SNAP. And every comment, well, every video that you comment on will give you another entry. So comment on this video, comment on, whatever video I put out tomorrow, and keep commenting, and I will probably do one season pass a week. I'll try to give out one before the Golden Gauntlet. Actually, anybody that cares about the Golden Gauntlet will probably just want to get it ASAP. I'll go back to giving them out on Tuesdays. So every Tuesday I will do a giveaway for the next 3 weeks, and then after that point I will start giving away season passes ahead of time for the next season. So that way I'm giving away like a little bit ahead of time and a little bit during the season. Everybody continues to have a chance to win, and I will also be giving away PAX bundles during that time. So if anyone is interested in those things, all you got to do is comment the word snap on any of my videos. And again, that is so I can easily find your comments through my other content that I'm putting out as well. All right, we've got the 5 tickets here. I was trying to get back to the Grand Arena. That's right. We said that we are just going to let this convert into boosters. I'm good with that. And I'm basically like done with this video. I just wanted to see, that'll clear out these things, right? Oh, all of these things drop to 2,000. Ooh, might open up for Redshift and Silver Surfer potentially now. Those are all getting pretty cheap. Sure, this will be fun. Let's open up snap packs until I hit Redshift, because I like that card, or theoretically like that card, and would like to play with it. Let's see what we get. Fire Lord. I like when you get the boosters for the cards, so that way you don't have to worry about them clogging up your stuff. And Redshift. All right, so I'll stop there, but I mean, if I want to continue to open up, these are probably the 2 best cards that I still don't own at this point. Let's see. I mean, yeah, maybe Zombie Giant Man. Not super interested in either of those, at least for right now. To finish off this video, I would just like to sort by newest. We did just unlock a bunch of new cards, but I also just want to take a look at all of the variants that I have unlocked in the last season. So a little bit of spoilers here. What was in the last video? Did I unlock this Squirrel Girl? I think I did. So Arnim Zola is probably where we left off at, right? Yeah, this was Season Pass. So like maybe this Snow Guard is new. Okay, it was my first Snow Guard variant. I don't really know. It's like kind of low res, right? But it's fine. It's an interesting pose. I like this one more though, I think, where you can see the hawk and the bear. I think we'll stick with that one. What else did we get? I do think that maybe I got this in the previous video as well, though. This Esme Chibi. It's fine. I like the fashion one, too. Mostly because then you can see all the other Esmes in the background. I actually like the base artwork more with just the white background, just because it's different. Dan Hip Angel. Not moving any needles. This is a cool Devil Dinosaur if I was ever close to playing Devil Dinosaur recently. I mean, it's fine. It's a big 5-cost card. But yeah, just haven't really seen this find a home at all. Got the new Spider-Man 2029 Eric Guerrero variant. I believe that's how you say his name. And then what else did we get up to? Was this new? No, I'd had this. And I think this was in the previous video too, now that I think about it. The Max Grek Blue Marvel. So maybe this is where the new stuff starts. Yeah, possibly. Warlock, MODOK. Was this also Season Pass? It might have been. It's kind of creepy. The Hunger, Maximus. Is this a new Maximus that I unlocked? Huh. Maximus also, I don't play it super often. I don't know anything about Maximus. Like, what are these things? Only this one has it. Stefan Sajic. I'm not sure how you, there's so many interesting things going on with this name. STJEPAN. Cool. I think it's Steven Sajic. I'm not sure. But yeah, some cool little robots that he's manipulating there. Kind of reminds me of the guy in the new Superman. Oh, I just realized how big I am, but it's fine. Who cares? What else do we have? We've got a new Jeff from Penny Arcade, and that might have unlocked some stuff for me in the Penny Arcade track. This was from Showdown. whatever that's called, Sanctum Showdown. And then this is the disco variant of She-Hulk. I have the baby variant, but the disco variant's also pretty cool. Yeah, I like that one. Let's just thumb through them like this. Oh, and I got Disco Hulk. Okay, well, if I had played the... Oh, I guess you don't get to change your Hulk variant, actually. I was just going to say, if I had played the Hulk deck in Grand Arena, maybe I could have used both of these. Oh, this was definitely a Season Pass variant. This was a zombie variant. Definitely not playing Howard the Duck, but if I do, I suppose we'll use that one. I got the negative space blade, but the problem is these negative space ones are absolutely just horrible when you split them. Oh, this is what I meant to do. Yeah, like it just loses everything about it that's cool. So it's kind of terrible. The just like base of it is cool. Oh, and it's not even animated here because I haven't split it yet. Yeah, I don't know. I think they need to work on those a little bit more somehow. We have Omega Sentinel and Super Adaptoid and Awesome Andy opened up some Series 4 snap packs at some point and obtained all of those. And then what else did we get? We got Rogue Wild Blue variant. I think I'll stick with this lab coat, but I mean, I do like the hair here. This is like maybe the most classic looking Rogue hair of all of my variants, so I could see playing this one. And it's a, you know, you can still see the X-Men symbol on the outfit as opposed to this one. This is just like the club or fashion outfit. What is this called? Oh, just Sweeney Boo. Sure. Brood. We have a new Brood here from Virgilio D'Ambrosio. And I will probably equip this Brood because looks like we are sticking with bananas, but better than the Pixel. Does it come with tokens? It looks like it does. How do we see that? Or are these the base Broodling tokens? Oh, these are the base Broodling tokens, but they look just like they fit in with this artwork. Oh, well then I gotta play this one. Okay, great. Unless I was doing something weird in how I was accessing that menu and seeing some extra tokens there. Got Jim Hammond, Zombie Captain Marvel, Zombie Galacti, and Headpool. I kind of wanted Headpool, kind of wanted Zombie Galacti, got them both in the same snap pack, and then earned Zombie Sentry from the Grand Arena, right? Picked up another Hulk from the Grand Arena? I'm not sure. Maybe just randomly grabbed another Hulk. Got the negative space Magneto, which again, like, looks really cool. This is my third negative space variant, but will not look cool if I split it to make it look like all of my other cards. So, little tricky. Blood Bag Food Fight variant Dracula. Probably would be the Dracula that I'd use if I decided to play Dracula. I do have a fondness for this Dracula because this was from like a really expensive gold bundle that was also like a good value. So reminds me of, you know, just it's just good value to show off this one. If you have this one, it's kind of a flex in that way. But I do like the food fight variant. I like the zombie Scarlet Witch from the, I think it's like level 50 on the season pass, so much more than the base artwork. I mean, I get it. You can see that she's a zombie and you can see that it's Scarlet Witch, but this is just so much more commanding. Still did not finish Marvel Zombies, unfortunately. This is a forge that you can currently get in the web shop. I want to say the code that you need to use is NAHM2025. Let me double check that if I can. I'm trying to find it on Discord here. It's just a little bit slow while I'm doing everything else. Plus, I don't know where to look. But I believe it's National American History Month. Yes, 20. Okay, I was correct on the code. I don't know if that's what it stands for. Oh, Native American History Month. What did I say? National... I don't remember. I might have said National Native American History Month, which... Heritage Month. Native American Heritage Month 2025, NAHM 2025 will get you this Forge variant in the Marvel Snap web shop. Currently available. Got a Dan Hip Emperor Hulkling and decided to start splitting it because I do like Hulkling and could see playing it in the Golden Gauntlet. So I've started to split a bunch of random cards here, as you'll see in the past few days, just to spend my credits because I hit the credit cap. But yeah, Dan Hip Hulkling is cool, and you get to see a bunch of other Dan Hips each game, depending on what it copies, if it happens to have a Dan Hip variant. Got my first Toxin variant. We can equip that. We'll give it bananas as well. Yeah, Toxin's cool. I was thinking a little bit just about, like, I don't know, trying to play some kind of like classic bounce thing, but here's kind of where I'm at. I think I either want to play Move or I want to play Mercury, because it seems silly to not do that. It seems like Move is just going to be the best deck, so I should play that, or I should find something that's really, really good at beating it, either by going over the top, but I'm not convinced that Hela can go over the top consistently enough because Human Torches are really, really big. So I don't know. I think you either need to play Mercury or you need to play Move in the Golden Gauntlet. That's my metagame analysis. I do think that there's other things that you could play outside of the Golden Gauntlet, but in the Golden Gauntlet, that's probably where I want to be. Yeah, split some things. This is the Black Cat that I just unlocked. I don't think it's going to usurp this Black Cat, but let's see. Do the cats stick? They do. They do. Now, what is she wearing? This is Ghost Spider Black Cat. This is some lore that I guess I don't know about. Is this the Black Cat dressed up as Ghost Spider? What's going on here? You will have to let me know, but I'm going to stick with this one for now. Does the Black Cat, like, does Ghost Spider become the Black Cat later on? I don't know. I think I'll stick with Baby Electra over Dan Hip Electra. I do like, yeah, because Dan Hip often has like these lines that work really well with the lines from the spirals. We can take a look at what it looks like, at least, I suppose. That's probably better. Not that I'm going to play Electra anytime super soon, but I played it in both Grand Arena and Sanctum Showdown, so I have gotten a lot of mileage out of Electra recently. I'm going to stick with baby squirrels. I like when the babies, I don't know, this one is just like very Calvin and Hobbes, especially with like a little Calvin boy and then a cartoony animal next to him. Swarm, I was playing with Dan Hip, apparently. But I do also like this one. And I like the dinosaur one. Take a look at the rarities. They're all considered rare variants here, right? Yeah, let's take a look at Dino Swarm. What do you say? Oh, that's cool. I like this because you can see the bees. You can't see any individual bees. I mean, you can, but they're so tiny. I like how you can see some bigger bees on this one and on this one as well. They're all cool. Swarm's a cool card. I like this one, how it's just a man, but let's play the Dino Swarm. Cool. And then everything else we've unlocked in this video, right? Shang-Chi, I think, is my best Shang-Chi. Oh, that's cool. I like it. I like it, baby Shang-Chi. We'll send that. And Venom. Huh. I actually have no clue what my best Venom is. This has always been a contentious pick, because I like all of them. We could try out this one for a little bit. this one is like so cartoony, the Kim Jacinto. This one, I mean, the gargoyle kind of like reminiscent of Batman and just like the Dark Knight movies. I know it's a completely different franchise, but I'm just saying, like, thematically, it's cool. I like all of these Venoms. Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna switch to this one for a second, actually. Okay. Now we have a new Korg. I've seen this Korg a lot. I'm using the Luca Claretti Korg, which I do think I like this style of art as much as I do tend to like chibis. And I do believe we unlocked rays. Yeah, so we can ray it up. The chibi does look a lot better with the rays, huh? Oh yeah, this is kind of ugly. It just clashes so terribly. Oh, you know what? We need to put this on it too. Does this bring it home? I think this is better. I do like this artwork more though. I'm going to go with the Luca one. I like that. And then we have a new Patriot and... Oh, no wonder I couldn't remember what Patriot variant I was using. I was not. Okay, first Patriot variant. I'll take it. Patriot was, I think, like one of my first... Let's look at this. I believe it was one of my first Series 3 cards. It was in like my first 3, I believe. Is Ronin Series 3? Ronin is Series 3. You can understand how I forgot about Ronin. Oh no, Deadpool was. That's right. Okay, Deadpool was one of my first Series 3 cards, but Patriot... Oh, and then I got Mr. Negative, and then I got Patriot? Wow. Wow, okay. So I was a little twisted around there. Human Torch was actually my first Series 3 card. No, Leader was. Oh, and then I got Sentinel. Okay, is Yellow Jacket a Series 3? Okay. I guess it was, wait, was it Drax? Oh gosh. Some of these cards do not feel like Series 3 cards. It was Quake. Quake was my first Series 3 card. Okay, fair enough. Everything else is Series 2 or lower. Okay, so I'm not remembering that totally correctly. But Patriot was still fairly early on in the game, right? All of these other things are still Series 3. Yeah, so there was still a lot of Series 3 back then. Okay, but to never have a Patriot variant this whole time is kind of crazy. Let's flip it back, flip it and reverse it up here. And I do want to check out this album. Another Scream. I'm going to have to take a look at this Scream with the orange. That might be a winner. Honestly, every Scream looks cool. This is so cool. No, this one's awesome. So is this one. I don't know. That was the other thing I was thinking. So, Move or Mercury or Scream. I also like that this Scream has just the white background too. We'll keep it on this one. I need to play one of those 3 decks this weekend. Not sure which. Here's Spider-Punk. I want to take a look at the Spider-Punk. So will this be the level 50 Spider-Punk variant? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, just the, like, the comic booky outline. Yeah, that's very cool. I like that a lot. And that is the variant that they're showing off right here. What else did I want to do? Oh, right. Yeah, there was maybe like, oh yeah, Silk. We're going to keep Baby Silk. But all of these cards with the white backgrounds, could you make a full deck of cards with white backgrounds? Shang-Chi, Scream, Silk, we're getting there. Moon Knight, I don't know. Eliath, we've got the Dan Hip Eliath, but I also have the Food Fight Eliath here that's eating a cow. I don't know, that one's pretty cool. The original art is also cool of Eliath, where it doesn't have like a cartoony face that these other two do, but I'm going to keep it with Food Fight for now. And then we're going to take a look at an album, which is Venomized. And, oh, you don't even get any emotes. You just get, well, you get one emote. I don't know if this is Venom. Probably, right? And that, I think, is it. Don't have too much more to say. I don't know. I started this video on my soapbox. Here's what I'll say too. Like, I am still enjoying playing Marvel Snap. I want to make sure that part is clear. But I don't know. I wish I had like more of a way to just like put a button on it and really wrap up all of my points succinctly. But I guess what I'll just say is, like, when I quit Pokemon Go, I never like grandstanded about it, because I'd always see I was like involved with Pokemon Go on Twitter and things like that, on Reddit. And I'd always see these posts about, oh, I'm quitting, yada, yada, yada. And detailed explanations of why they're quitting. And I've seen that for tons of games that I've played. I've seen a lot of that for Marvel Snap around Kid Omega and the super premium season pass. And I get it. Generally, how I quit games is I stop playing them. And then I say, oh, I guess I quit that game. And it certainly doesn't feel like I'm anywhere near that with Marvel Snap. But it's also because they got their hooks in me, for sure. And acknowledging that. And I kind of hate... So, like, their attempt at further monetization or a rework of monetization for the games is to get their hooks deeper into whales. Kind of. But they also, like, aren't doing that, because the old system had, like, such better grasp on whales, because they had all of these opportunities for whales to buy the variants. There were new variants coming out in a way that had, like, sort of a gotcha system in the spotlight caches. And now, as far as I understand it, there's a new variant that you can pay between, I don't know, $10 to $40 a month for. It's like variable pricing how it comes out. I'm not sure how much the whales buy into that, because it's less obfuscated and there's less RNG around it, other than, of course, which bundle the shop algorithm decides to feed you, which it probably does have, they've got ideas about what people will buy and won't buy and are trying to tax them. But point is, they are trying to get whales to spend more money. Even if it's easier to get the new variants for every card, there are also just more cards coming out, and so that's going to result in more variants needed. Some people want at least one variant for every single card, right? And in part of this process, they are also trying to create more whales by incentivizing people to make Marvel Snap their game. And that is part of what is happening here that I don't think is being talked about enough. Marvel Snap wants Marvel Snap to fully dominate your brain space. They do not want you to be able to also be playing Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone and Rivals or whatever other games are potentially competitive with it. Or Minecraft or Fortnite or Uno. Like, they want you to just play Marvel Snap all the time and not spend any of your money elsewhere. And that's why they are kind of overloading it. And just be wary of it, I suppose. And I think might be too little too late, but I'm going to be vocal about my thoughts and how I feel on the game, and I will also be vocal to say that I do enjoy playing Marvel Snap, but don't necessarily enjoy needing, air quotes here, do whatever the hell I want, but needing to play Marvel Snap makes it a lot less enjoyable, right? That's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.